Yo, what's going on? It's the One More Thing Daily. Always adding one more thing to our output constantly. Like, we're wrapping up a really hectic, busy week this week with a little reminder of the fact that you've only got 1 week left. If you're interested in joining the One More Thing mentorship program, you only have 1 week left to apply. I worry that I'm banging on about it too much, but it's such a serious thing for me to do. And in a moment, I'm going to hand over to Marc, who it's just moved me to tears, like with a video that he's just made off his own back, explaining what an impact that the mentorship has had on him over the last year or so. But before that, I want to just quickly highlight a whole bunch of things that we have either coming out or just out. It was a slight glitch in the schedule. The demo drop didn't go live on YouTube when we streamed that. There were a couple of complications, but Tyr's feedback, we did it live on Twitch in the end, slightly later, but Tyr's feedback was phenomenal. Like, he went in on every track that we had time to go through. He came in with like real details. If I was a producer, then it's the type of feedback that I'd really want. So that is slightly later than planned. That's coming out now tomorrow, Saturday at 7 o'clock on YouTube. If you're part of the stream, if you contributed or were part there in the chat or anything, then you'll know how good that was. Like, you know, once we got past the tech gremlins, the streaming gremlins, which, oh my word, caused me so much anxiety. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it was a brilliant stream. So that's going live tomorrow now. And then keeping with Tyr, very much keeping with Tyr, then on Sunday, we have a little supercut of his Hunt EP, which is coming out then the following day. So on Monday then we will have a full Tyr Kohout EP out on One More Thing. I've been banging on about it. I'm going to continue banging on about it a lot. That's not the only EP though that we've got coming out this month. We have the annual tradition with Grand Theft Audio, Big Up Solar, and today, like literally, so I'm recording this the day before. So this is Thursday. I just had a call with them, like on their Twitch channel, and they revealed all of the tracks. Wow, we've got some bangers to give you. We've got some absolute bangers. If you support us on Patreon, on one of the like higher paid supportive tiers, you will get that EP for free on the same day, or you can buy it on Bandcamp if you just want to buy it. You can also stream it as well on Spotify and stuff the following day onwards. That's kind of deal that we've got with Grand Theft Audio. So they take the streaming revenue and I take the download revenue. This is the third time we've done it now. We've had 3 amazing EPs, well, 2 amazing EPs that are already out there. I think I've mentioned them before. I will list them down there in the old chat. But also, like, you can check out our Bandcamp and stuff, and then this new one coming out. So if you're watching that Twitch stream, then you will already know. But if not, next week, part of our video content will be the big revelation that they did, and you can see my reactions to the tunes. It completely covers all grounds, like all ground, from absolute wallopers to sublime deep headsy stuff. Totally up my street. Amazing. So that's the music coming out, and tonight indeed we have the Igubu and Glitch Girl free download. They were supposed to come out yesterday. I made a few scheduling errors when I was scheduling stuff up on YouTube, so it's just spacing stuff out a little bit more. That's all the stuff that's going on. Next week we also have an interview with Cleveland Watkis. We've got the High Contrast podcast, loads of really cool stuff with Tyr Kohout as well. I'm reflecting on exactly a year ago as well. There's a reason why the EP is dropping on Monday. If you have a little look back at what we were doing exactly a year ago, you will see why. But yeah, loads of cool kind of content coming up around that. But the main thing that I wanted to shout out about is you've got a week left to go. If you are interested in working with One More Thing, with a mentorship, it's something I take really seriously. I never expected to get into journalism. It was always what I felt was the sneaky little back door into getting into more regular gigs as a DJ. I was so wrong about that. but what I will say is, like, you know, you make these decisions, you go on a path and you don't know where you're going to end up. And if it suits you, it suits you. Like, if I look back at all of the things that I was doing prior to journalism, I was already journalizing shit anyway, finding stories, loving stories, celebrating stories, and on that path before I even knew what I was doing, like telling stories with mixtapes, telling stories with like cartoons that I was drawing, graffiti I was doing, stuff like that. So yeah, the last 25 years of my life has been a bit of a surprise, and I've learned so much about the whole industry. I'm still learning every day. And I learn a lot about myself when I'm teaching other people and passing on skills. Like I didn't quite appreciate how profound the feeling would be to help other people quite as much as I have. And I mean, my entire job has been, you know, it's based on promotion, essentially. I'm helping people all of the time. But like a direct communication and contact and friendship. And like Marc's story speaks for itself. Marc speaks for himself. I'm really humbled by it. He's literally sent it over to me and I've watched it. I wiped my eyes a little bit, having previously just been blown away by Solar playing me all of these tunes that are coming out in the EP, which I'd heard for the first time, and then Marc just now. So there we go, like no kind of follow, like, subscribe, like I kind of normally feel like I am, like just I would like to help 2 more people with their career, and empower and enable 2 more people, and have you part of us as our team, as our family, which is growing, like, and doing some amazing stuff. Like I would love to be able to spill the beans on another call I had this morning about a big release that we've got coming out next year, but I can't. We've got bare shit going down though, you know. So yeah. Please get your applications over. I will actually check all my inboxes. Like that's a bit of an undertaking, an overtaking. It's a bit. It feels like a bit of a kind of chore. I kind of procrastinating on that one because I hate going through inboxes. Please apply. I'm really looking forward to your applications. And here is Marc about to see some mind blowing stuff about his last 15 months with One More Thing. Have a lovely weekend, and thank you to everybody who watches these videos and supports us and does all that groovy stuff. Thank you.
So I was at a little bit of a crossroads in my life. I'd literally just got clean off I'm an ex-cocaine addict, basically. I'd quit alcohol, I'd quit cocaine, I'd just moved back in with my parents, and I basically went to an evening of mediumship with my mother, and just as we were about to leave, one of these mediums stopped me and basically said that a family member had come through who's obviously passed, and basically, to cut a long story short, said that I should start writing again. Now, I'd done like a few pieces for like a military newspaper back in the day when I was about 18 years old. So it had been a long time since I'd written like any sort of like editorial and stuff like that. But that night when I got home from that evening of mediumship, I'd seen that Sir Dave Jenkins, should I call him? He'd put something on Facebook about, wanting to expand the One More Thing team. And I was just like, wow, like this is too much of a coincidence to like just not even like throw my hat into the ring. And now, like, from a sense of where I was like at the time, like I'd not really dabbled that much in the scene. Me and David worked on a live stream that me and a couple of friends had organised during the lockdown period. And like I had an interview with Dave, a few chats on Zoom, and I got it. And to be honest, like I didn't think that I would get to where I am now with it all, to be honest. I didn't really know like what to expect. It was a bit of a grey area. But like I said, like everything that I've done with One More Thing has changed my life for the better. I've interviewed some of my idols. I've interviewed artists that I hadn't even heard of, if I'm being brutally honest. This has expanded especially my drum and bass palette a lot more. I was introduced to drum and bass through like just fucking die-hard neuro, like kick-ass neuro. So this has expanded my palette a lot more. And like I said, I've interviewed some of my biggest idols. I've interviewed labels. I've interviewed brands. What else have I done with One More Thing? One More Thing, it encouraged me to start spinning. Like, yeah, I've started spinning. I started learning how to mix in December of last year. I've already put out like a few mixes, which is fucking crazy. What else has happened? With One More Thing, we've done some festival takeovers. We went to Gemfest. We went to Neuroheads Festival. We went to Rampage Open Air, where I, again, interviewed some more of my idols and some amazing, amazing artists who I really, really respect in front of a camera. One More Thing's built up my confidence. It's made me come out of my shell. It has just made my life like a hell of a lot better, man. A hell of a lot better. So, yeah, basically, we're doing the mentorship scheme again. We want more people to join the crew. So, by the 25th of October, Friday the 25th of October, we would like some people to create a piece of content you think that would complement One More Thing's output at the moment. That could be a news story, it could be an article, it could be an interview, a video, or like an audio piece. Get your creative juices flowing. This is the main thing about it. The more creative you are, the more it's going to stand out. Submit that with a covering letter to the email that we're going to put in the description of this video. And yeah, Friday the 25th of October is the deadline for that. Yeah, some more things about like the One More Thing crew. Obviously there's myself, there's Dave, there's Lauren, and there's Annalise. Us guys, we literally talk in a group chat every single day. And I wouldn't be where I am without the crew. I love talking to them. We bounce ideas off each other. And what we've got going on and what's coming up is just absolutely amazing. I also forgot to mention that I'm now curating the freshest drum and bass playlist on a weekly basis, and that's a playlist that honestly, man, it saved my life during lockdown. And the fact that I get to curate that now is just a full circle moment. And not to mention that through an interview that I did for a Neurofunk label on One More Thing, I am now the co-owner of one of those record labels. And, you know, we're putting our music out on a monthly basis. We're playing at events. We've played at like a festival in the summer. Like, things are just going mad, and I just didn't think that would happen. And I'm such a lucky guy, and that would not be possible without Dave at One More Thing and all of the team at One More Thing. They're absolutely amazing. I love them with all my heart. And yeah, this is a shout out to anybody who's maybe at a crossroad in their life. Like, get yourself into the scene on this level. It's really, really interesting to see all of this, you know, all the different sides to the scene. And I couldn't recommend it more. And I'm really, really rambling now, so I'm going to cut this now. But yeah, join the crew. Friday the 25th of October. Get your content submitted. And looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Have a good one. Big love, guys.